Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. How are you tonight? I'm super happy to be here with another marathon. This is sponsored by Dave. I'm super excited because we're gonna do some more movie. We're gonna do some more soundtracks, some more symphony work, and that's literally one of my favorite genre to even like on a personal level, that's what I listen to very often, and I'm just super excited to do some more. So the last video that we did was just a super hit, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that was of course also a Dan request by Dave. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Check it out, the Ecstasy of Gold, the good, the bad, and the ugly on YouTube. And this is pretty much a longer video of this without Alexia. That is true. You know, it's a little bit different. It's just me, but it's gonna be a lot of fun regardless. So we're gonna start, and it's so cool because in the meantime, we went to see Amadeus live the other day. I did upload a small clip when they played the Requiem, Lacrimosa part, and it's basically Sarah Hicks. Sarah Hicks was the conductor. We saw her live, and now I'm gonna react to Sarah Hicks. This is gonna be the Danish National Symphony Orchestra, and they're gonna do a night piece that is in the movie Taxi Driver. It's a wonderful movie by Martin Scorsese. I've watched it many times, and I know this piece, of course. I'm a huge fan. I think I included that with one of Michelle's marathons, but I've never seen the live, you know, the symphony performing this piece. So here we are. So let me pull it up. We got it right here. So before we're gonna do Taxi Driver, then we're gonna do with the same symphony, we're gonna do the Martian. This is also a great film by I think Ridley Scott directed this. And then there's some more information that we're gonna cover. Then Once Upon a Time in the West, a movie by Sergio Leone. Yes, wonderful. Also from the Danish National Symphony Orchestra. We're gonna do basically, also conducted by Sarah Hicks. And the mezzo soprano tuba Semmingsen, harmonica Hans Ulrich, perfect, and Sarah Hicks. And then the last one is a surprise, so stick around so you can discover what we have at the end. So here we are. Let's pull it up, full screen it, and here we go. Thank you so much, Dave, for this awesome marathon. I do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for being here, for watching these videos, for liking them, for subscribing, all this good stuff that you guys do. Is this a little bit higher? I think we're good here. I hope this is fine. I hope there's nothing below. No. All right, so here we go with Taxi Driver, a wonderful soundtrack. If you haven't watched the movie, please do so. It's amazing. Martin Scorsese at his best. Saxophone by Hans Ulrich. Here we go. There she is. And of course, music composed by Bernhard Herrmann. So this was, I think, the love theme, because I do remember. I think there's more than one theme in here. Um, Martin Scorsese really like did the right thing. Because this is such a dark movie, but it's such a beautiful theme to this guy. I don't want to spoil the movie too much, but actually, I'm not even going to talk about the movie. But he did. It was such a good choice. To I'm sure that Martin Scorsese was inspired by, movies like from Brian De Palma, and Brian De Palma was inspired by Hitchcock, because both of them used Bernhard Herrmann as to score the movie. So I think it was a great move by him to to take him and to score Taxi Driver. Wonderful score. Amazing. I love to watch this. It's so interesting. All the instruments that go into this. I mean, the sax, the trumpets, the flugelhorn. There was a acoustic guitar. The violins give it such a beautiful 70s vibe. I don't know if that even makes sense, but I think it does, because the scores nowadays are not like this anymore. They don't. The scores are good. Yeah, I mean, Hans Zimmer is a genius, but he's very unconventional. He uses more newer instruments and stuff like that, which is also great. But I just love this 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 way of composing for film. Let's keep going. Ooh, what a good shot. Did you hear that scale, that legato? Like I love it, man. It's just like it's one with one stroke. Like, I mean, he's not stroking, he's like breathing, but it's like I love it. And it's I love that it's freely here. She gave him like the floor, the tempo is up to you, and the improvisation as well. I don't think he's reading right here. Beautiful shot of her and the saxophone player. Yeah, that was me right there. Like, I was like, it's like funny because it's like, okay, who's gonna clap first? And I'm like, and then everybody kind of like joins in. I do that quite often. And it's also so strict, like you can't really film. It's strictly they say it's strictly forbidden, and I did film. So, yes, I'm. I just wanted to have a memory, But the guy came up to me and he's like, "Stop, stop," So yeah. But hey, I don't know if I'm gonna see Amadeus again with a symphony. I would. I've seen the movie like 30, 40 times before. I knew all the dialogue. Yeah. So this is from a really amazing composer, Harry Gregson Williams. I know this guy. He did. I think if there's one that I know is he did the music for The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage. And also a video game called Metal Gear Solid. Very cool, like dystopian kind of stuff. Like really, if you're into video games. But yeah, again, the Danish National Symphony Orchestra is playing The Martian, directed by Ridley Scott. So, full screen, and here we go. Enjoy. This one I don't remember. I've seen The Martian maybe 3-4 times, but I don't remember the theme. So here we go. It's going to be more of a surprise for me. So the conductor is somebody else. What I love about this composer is that he always incorporates a little bit of electronic music. He always does that. It gives it that futuristic vibe. And I think that's also the reason why he was hired. I don't know for The Martian, but before he did The Martian, he did Metal Gear Solid, and it was just perfect. Beautiful, beautiful score. Beautiful. Wow. As a guitar player, I'll wait. Wow. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Like I was what I wanted to say as a guitar player, he only played like 7 notes, but those notes were so beautifully played and so carefully, and actually when I look at the guitar neck, I know exactly where he is. I know exactly what notes he's playing. That's the only instrument that I know by memory. Every string, every fret, I know what note it is. And that's like not the case with the violin or like a wind instrument, like a horn. The piano is pretty self explanatory, they're just there, they're just very, very accessible. But yeah, with the guitar, that's just a thing that's beautiful to see in a symphony. Okay, so the next one is again by Sarah Hicks. I didn't catch the name of the conductor in the last one. I'm sure it was there, but I kind of like skipped it. I apologize for that. This is composed by Ennio Morricone, the same one that did The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and so many other amazing films like, oh my God, Cinema Paraíso, Once Upon a Time. It was Once Upon a Time, the other one, not in the West, in America. Just there's so much good music by he did 1900, just beautiful music. This is conducted by Sarah Hicks. The harmonica is played by Hans Ulrich, who played the saxophone, and the other one. Okay, let's blow it up here full screen, and here we go. Enjoy. This is an amazing film that I with Charles Bronson and Henry Fonda, where he plays the villain. It's such a powerful film. If you haven't watched this movie, please do so. The Man with the Harmonica. So good. Wow. I remember this one. Oh man, wow. I don't understand how these people are not like sobbing in their seats, you know, playing this music. It's so beautiful. Um, just wonderful. I want to do we're gonna close with a surprise, but before we close with a surprise, I want to add something. I was thinking, I don't know. I mean, I guess you're very familiar with these. Most of the people. Let's play something a bit newer, but I'm gonna have to take some time to think about it, and then we add the last one from Dave because it's a good closer. But yeah, let's just enjoy this one. I love this bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-da-dum. Beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's one of the things that we got from Michelle. It's like a thunder. I remember this. Wow. Yeah, this one, wow. This one got me a little bit. It's been a while since I've sobbed. But this one has a special place in my heart because it reminds me of my mom and my dad. My mom, I think she was the one who bought the movie, and she was like, "You have to watch this movie." And then when I was watching the movie, I had the same reaction to the music. I've always been, I don't know, music like that has always touched my heart very, very fondly. And also, it reminds me of my dad, who was always kind of like involved and with actors, like Henry Fonda, and he knew Jack Nicholson, and oh, who is also kind of like the Henry Fonda, Dennis Hopper crew, from the Easy Rider movie, and they got me kind of like into film, and like, oh yeah, we know this person, and then, oh, my friend Peter Sellers, oh, and then look at this lighter. Who was the guy who gave him a lighter? Uh, the guy who did the Nutty Professor, but the original version, not the Eddie Murphy one. And just like that, uh, Adriano Celentano. He knew Adriano Celentano because of that nightclub. He knew Ennio Morricone. He knew Klaus Kinski, Iris Berben. Like all these 70s, 60s, 70s movie stars. He uh, he actually worked on the movie. Uh, uh, what was it called? The Great Escape, and he just knew everyone. So it just takes me back, and it's such a crazy story. I wish my dad would have written some kind of book, but he never got to it. He wanted to, but it wasn't possible, I guess, at the time. So yeah, so that's just stuff that gets me, like, when I think about it. Okay, so now I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna look for an amazing song that might be new for you, that I've never seen live. Maybe you can do some John Williams, some Hans Zimmer. But yeah, and then we do the last song that Dave chose. Okay. Okay, so I have found one. This was an easy pick. As you guys know, I'm a huge Star Wars freak. But not I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan of the first 6 movies, I would say, like my childhood. And then the new movies, I don't know. I just don't care for them that much. I mean, I'm still a Star Wars fan. I think Rogue One was fantastic, and I'm enjoying the new shows. I kind of like dropped off with Boba Fett. It was just like they took away the mystique. And then The Mandalorian is pretty fun, but the first 2 seasons were like superb. I loved Andor, and I'm loving. We saw like the first half of the first episode of Ahsoka, which has more to do with this here. So this is from John Williams. This is called The Duels of Fates. This is from the Danish National Symphony Orchestra, and it's of course composed by John Williams. Like all the movies, all the Star Wars soundtracks, and this is from the movie The Phantom Menace, or Episode 1, Duel of Fates. And the conductor in this one is called Anthony Hermes. This is an amazing track. If you've never seen Star Wars Episode 1, I mean, it's okay. It's not like a must watch. It's pretty crazy for the time when it came out in 1999. It's a cool, story about, I don't want to like spoil it, for people that haven't watched it, but it's basically the origin story of Darth Vader, So yeah, maybe that's a little bit, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, but here it is. This is an amazing track. I'd always get a little bit of chills with this. I'm certainly not gonna cry with this one, so don't worry. Here we go. I can't believe that this music is already 24 years old. Like this, I don't know, it has aged so well. Man, I really I think it would be a great idea to start a channel just with this kind of music. Literally, I'm not even kidding, just reactions to film music or classical music. No rock, no pop, nothing else, just this. That would be a cool idea. Maybe make a side channel. Okay, so I hope that you like that. I know it was a little bit intense. It wasn't as beautiful as the Ennio Morricone one. But it was, I guess, it was worth a watch. Now we're gonna do the last one, and yes, this one is the Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes by the Danish National Symphony Orchestra live. And this is the Merry Melodies, the main title, also called Act 2. This is composed by Karl Stalling and Franz von Suppe. And this is the conducted Christian Schumann. I love when I can pronounce stuff in German. Here we go. Here we go. Have fun. Yeah, look at this. Elden Ring. That's one of my favorite video games. That is a hard game. Don't like mess with Elden Ring. That is, you're gonna like throw your controller out the window. Trust me. Yeah, this is really like an amazing idea. I'm really thinking of doing a channel where there's only instrumental music. I mean, with the choruses and there are lyrics and stuff, but mostly of them is opera. That would be a crazy idea. Video games, film music, commercials, just Hollywood. I think that would be a great idea. As long as we know the symphonies let us do it. I don't know how that works because it's live, and I don't know how that gets monetized. Or I mean, if it's not monetized, that's totally fine. All of our videos are the monetized that are not ours. Like, the only videos where we make any money is like the car videos, or when I do an announcement, or when we go live. And then there's now and then artists that don't really care, and those are monetized. But yeah, so that's how it works. This was so much fun. Thank you, Dave. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to the Danish National Symphony Orchestra. I hope this, I hope this video gets you more people to go. I mean, we're certainly people that go to these things. We might go watch Don Giovanni by Mozart. That's playing here in Denver. Denver is luckily a city with a lot of musical culture and musical backing. There's a lot of people that love music, that support music, radio stations and stuff like that. So concerts. I mean, just in the last month, we have seen Peter Gabriel, Yes, and then we saw all these bands here, but we're supporters of live music, and we will go to anything that plays. We're going to go see the Musical Box soon, the Genesis tribute band. So, man, I mean, it's wonderful. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.